everyone, so today I'm going to be making a Glossier dupes video, and I have been a Glossier fan for a while, but since I live in Spain and there's no Glossier here, I have to wait until someone goes to a country that has a Glossier shop or use Ship It to ship things to my home. So for a couple of years I've been collecting here and there a few dupes. I'm going to demonstrate how to get this very Glossier natural look with products I already use and love and how they compare to ones at Glossy. So basically this is the result of years and years of error and trial and research of how to get a Glossier look without using Glossier products. I obviously had to include Glossier skincare dupes. So for the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, which is one of my favorites, I recommend the CeraVe Cleanser, not this one, but the hydrating one. I still have a little bit of the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, but once I run out of this, I'll go and grab my hydrating cleanser from CeraVe because it's a dupe. It's fantastic. Not so much for the smell, but because this one doesn't really have any fragrance, this one does, and it smells really good because of the formula and because of how it treats my skin. So just in terms of results and formula, I would say this one is a better option because it's fragrance free, and this one, like I said, it can be irritating to some people due to fragrance, although I love it. Then Glossier came up with a rose toner. So for me, a dupe would be the Witzel & Co. Witch Hazel and Roses. I think this one is a dupe, not so much in terms of formula because I actually like this one better than the Glossier. I don't have the Glossier right now with me, but I have tried it and I don't really like it. I feel like the Glossier left my skin a little bit tight, and this one doesn't do it as much, but still have the rose water and the witch hazel, which are amazing for your skin. Like I said, I would completely eradicate the perfume from this one, but it's a really good one. Yeah, and it has aloe vera as well. It's a good dupe. Also for Glossier's exfoliator, I would say the closest thing I've had is the Facial Radiance Pads from First Aid Beauty. I really love this one, and the Glossy exfoliator not as much because it leaves a sticky residue. So if I'm going straight to bed, I don't mind it, but if I'm going to do my makeup, rather grab this one. I feel like this one you get the same, exfoliating radiant effect, but without the stickiness, and I really like the formula of this one as well. For serums, the only one I have right here is the Vitamin C Super Glow by Glossier, which, like I said, I like it because it's super liquidy. I don't have a vitamin C serum that is as liquid as this one, which I like for getting ready in the morning super quick. But in terms of luminosity and in terms of results, I don't really like this one. But I really like Super Pure, which I've used one bottle down and just before using the Super Glow. And I love that one for keeping my breakouts at bay. And for that, an exact dupe, I'm telling you, exact, is the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1% from The Ordinary. Love it. Love, 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 love this. So, like I said, if you cannot get Glossier without having to pay so much shipping, taxes and rates and all that, and if you want Glossier and you don't have Glossier available in your area, you'll probably have The Ordinary because you're literally like God, they're everywhere. So I will go for this one. Then Bubble Wrap. Bubble Wrap is a very special product that I couldn't find an exact dupe to, but in terms of dehydration and how it calms my eyes, and for people that bubble wrap has created irritation, I 100% recommend the Eye Care Fluid by Martina Gebhardt. This one is one of my favorites for freaking sure. It leaves my eye area so moisturized. They have a thicker version of this one, so you maybe want to check it out, but it's not as much as a dupe as the Glossier Bubble Wrap. In terms of texture, I like this one. In terms of hydration, I would say it's a dupe. This one has like plumping properties that this one obviously doesn't have, but if I find a dupe that does both, I will tell you. But if you're just looking for an eye cream from the hydration, this one is a really good vegan option. I have the Priming Moisturizer Rich and the Priming Moisturizer Original, which is this one. I have almost finished it. I really like it, but I feel like this one is an exact dupe from Embryolisse. When they were launching Glossier, they did a question back in the Into the Gloss blog, which is Emily White's blog, who is the CEO of Glossier. And they were asking about which were our favorite products in terms of skincare and moisturizer and what we wanted, and a lot of people said Embryolisse. And the minute I tried this one, it reminded me of Embryolisse. So Embryolisse is a really good dupe for this one. The problem is that Embryolisse is not really easy to get your hands on because it's a French pharmacy product. If you live in Europe, Embryolisse is not that hard to get. It's not easy, but it's not that hard. So if you're looking for a product for very sensitive skin, I do recommend CeraVe. It's not a dupe, but in terms of the power it has to calm down my skin if you have sensitive skin, I would say it's an option to consider. So one of Glossier's main attraction products is the stretch concealer. I got the old version and the new one, and I'm in love with this product. I use it as a foundation actually. I'm not a huge foundation girl, at least not for every day, so this one is a must-have for me. But what I was doing to recreate this kind of like glossy effect on the skin was use two products. I combined Skinful by Veleda, or Weleda, which is one of my favorite moisturizers, probably my favorite. And I was mixing it with the Radiance Reveal Concealer by Bourjois in number 01 Ivory. When you mix these two, you get the exact same texture as stretch concealers, but with an advantage, which is that this one does have way more coverage than this one on its own. But when you add this glow, it doesn't sheer it out as much if you don't want to, so you can get a very decent coverage that you can't achieve with the stretch concealer with this one. I'm just giving you my tips, you know. This is what I was doing before I was able to get my hands on Glossier. For blush, my favorite one is Haze. So I wanted to give you a tip for my favorite. And I am very big on using lipstick as blush, but I found the one. This is the Super Stay Matte Ink in number 80 Ruler, and this is a pretty good dupe for Glossier Haze. I would say this one lasts longer than this one, and as you can see, there's not a very noticeable difference at all. The coverage it gives is amazing. You can use it on your lips. It's a very beautiful color, lasts a long time, lasts longer than this one. So if you cannot get your hands on Glossier, get this one instead. For the glow, I did the exact same thing. I did the same thing I did with the concealer. I went to the Solstice palette that has very similar products to in terms of shades to Glossier highlights, and I got this one here and I mixed it with, again, Skinful by Veleda, and the glow is completely comparable to the Glossier highlight, which my shade is Quartz, and the shade is, I think it's called Ecliptic, but I'm not sure. It's basically top, bottom, right of the Solstice palette. Slake Bake. Love the Glossier Lash Slake. It is a staple in my makeup bag. I cannot do without this one. I love it as much. And then I discovered the Wonder Lash at Primark, which is a great dupe for this one, honestly. To achieve this longer look, I have to do like two to three coats, to be honest, from the Glossier Lash Slake, and I can achieve this look with just one of this one. This one does give a little bit more volume, and is also, you know, this one looks like I'm wearing nothing. How sleek my lashes look. This one looks like they're completely natural, and mine aren't that long, which is kind of the point. This one, it looks like I'm wearing mascara, because I don't know, the formula is thicker, so it's a little bit more obvious, but I really do like this one. It's €3.50. I don't know how much it is in the UK or in the US, but around that price. Glosses. I really like Glossier glosses. But I used to have the one that has glitter in it from this collection, but I cannot find it for the sake of my name, so it's probably back home. And I have a very good dupe for that one, which is the one I'm wearing right now. It's the NYX Pump It Up Lip Plumper in the shade Jessica. It's an exact recreation of that one. It's so comfortable, gives so much shine. It's my everyday gloss. The formula is really thin, just like Glossier's. So I feel like this is a really great dupe. Like on the lips, not so much on the bottle. Don't pay attention to the bottle, but on the lips, it looks exactly as the gloss. It has glitter in it, which is not this one, but it's from the same range. And also for eyebrows, I have Glossier Boy Brow and Brown, which I don't really like as much in terms of the shade. It's a little bit darker for my taste. But I really like the Brow Voluminizer by Etude House, which is a Korean brand. And I just want to recommend it to you. I normally don't do my brows, but if I do it, I use this one, which is a really good dupe for redheads that love Glossier and the brown doesn't suit them, because that's what happened to me. Although it's a great product, it doesn't work for me. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it and see you in the next one. Bye!